Hello guys. So for today I prepare a, a custom hook that will give you whatever you need to handle an API. Huh? So first of all, let's a little bit describe what we need here. So we have a React application and we have a API like for list of products. Also, we have an API for create of product, and also we need to show a single product. For example, we have some ID to show it here. Also, we need to update a product, and also we need to delete product. So what it's expecting when we are calling, when we are mounting a component, we need to like just get the list of products, and we need it to be automatically fetch API. Also we need to toast error message if there is error message there. Also we need to when we are going to another page, then coming back, we need to cache the data. Also we need to manage our for the caching we need a key, cache keys or query keys. And also we need to um, same about these things for the showing single product. And also we need to also, if sometimes also we should have this configuration to disabling the API. Sometimes we don't want it. For example, for also we need to inject filters to our API. Huh? Pass the filters as a param. And let's talk about creating API. So when we have a create API, after we run the list for the creating, we need a on success handler or on error handler. Also we need to pass the data, and then we should toast a message. Also we need to handle error, same as above if there is any error. And also, okay, let's consider we successfully create API. Automatically we need to update this cache data here. Huh? And based on, for example, for new product, we don't have the same ID, so we just need to add one single response to the list of products we have it. So the name of this process is gonna be optimistic update. So it means when we automatically see that process is successfully, add that created new product to the list of products. So we don't need to rerun this list of products again, and we can make sure that as we are caching the list of products, we shouldn't again call the list of products when we are changing the page. Same here for the updating, and also same for the deleting products. So the point that we're gonna show you here is a custom hook, that the name of this custom hook is use crowd. Let's talk about that in code. This is use crowd, for example, use crowd of products. And what is gonna give you? It's giving you a list. For example, here is products, create mutation, update mutation, and delete mutation. Also, we have a is loading for that list. Also, for example, we want to inject some filters. We can define our filters here. For example, search. For the search, we need to have a string, and it will get these filters and then inject it to the API. I will show you how it's going to do that. So For example, I have a product and also have users. So I should have a use crowd products and also use crowd users. So let's see how this use crowd is working. This use crowd is coming from the package. So you should not change and or touch anything here. So what is the first argument? The first argument is gonna be an array that the name of array is query key API. So here it's actually an object of another object, and at the end we should have this type of uh, structure that you see here. So we should define our keys first. So for example, we have different APIs. One of our APIs is aus, another of APIs, I mean the domain name of our API is, for example, products or base or something. So for example, we have login, logout, register, everything. They should be nested inside the aus. And also for base, we need to have, for example, for the whole products, we need to have one key. Huh? So here you see that we define the list API, a single API, create and update and delete. So if you want to check it here, this is the Axios, and we are calling the, for example, here products or post. I just find a sample of the APIs to show you how to use this use crowd. And also we can have some filters. We can pass the filters during here, and it's automatically injected to use crowd in this section. Let me show you. So the use crowd first is getting the API key mapping. Second, the API key. So this automatically will check this key, and then will find out, okay, this is my API that I need to be in touch with. Huh? Next parameter is gonna be filters. So as I mentioned, if you defined any filters here, and uh, let's say we have filters here, filters, and then let's also add it here. So you should define the type of filters here, and then if you come here, it is accepting you one filters. So it's injecting automatically these filters as a payload to the list API. What else we have here? We have also uh, the one model ID as a third parameter. So for example, this model ID can also came from as a parameter. So when I add, for example, here 10, huh? It's getting it's calling another API that is single API, and will catch the the product with ID 10. How I can have it with this single, and it will be product. So here you will see that how you can get the product and inject the filters to the list of API. And also let's check this create mutation. When you have create mutation, you should run the mutate, and you should pass an object. The first item is gonna be data, second one is gonna be on success, and third one on error. So it's super easy. There is you see this structure. There will be no kind of then, and finally and catching handle those things. So inside this create mutation, automatically we can make sure that we are passing on success, on error, and we handle error and optimistic update and everything inside this custom hook. So let's for the first run, let's just check it, and uh, let me remove this ones. And okay, let's check this product and let's see how it's working. Okay, so we have a use crowd. When I toggle this on, it will automatically called the API. You see, when I opened it, it's called the API. This is my JSON placeholder. This is a sample of API and slash API post. So here I will have something in preview, and you see we have the data here. So as you see, we have 100 records here. So if I create a product, you see it automatically throws the message. Even if you have error, it will show you the error here. Also, you notice that I passed the data as something here, and for the preview you see exactly the data I've created mentioned here. And okay, the lovely part is this part. We injected uh, we injected new created item as ID 101 here. Okay, so you didn't do anything, and you see the list updated, and I logged here the length of the products. You see it's automatically updated here. Also, if we delete one product, it will delete. I set it to delete 101 record, and you see the list of products automatically. Okay, I removed the ID 1, I guess. Let me check which ID I'm deleting here. Okay, for example, for sample, I delete ID 17. So let's check if we have the ID 17 or not. No. So as you see, we are deleting whatever its ID as optimistic update here. So let's take a deeper look regarding this fantastic hook that we have. The name is useCrawl. So for the first parameter, we are only using this first parameter to just getting the list API, just getting the APIs, because you shouldn't every time call this API. Okay, the list of API is here, then import it and so on. You should centralize everything regarding your APIs here. Huh? Let me find out what is the length of this video. Okay, it's 12 minutes. Okay. So at the first you will see we have use query. Inside the use query, I'm checking the response. If it's array, will return it. If API response data is array, will return it. And also you can have the configuration injected to list of API as a parameter to your use crowd. So you can have all the configuration you have in the React query. Also, we have another query for the model ID. For example, I'm fetching the uh, product with ID 10. And also we have create mutation. As you notice, I'm doing optimistic update here and calling the on success and toasting success. Same for the update mutation and same for the delete mutation. And yeah, I suggest you to use it definitely in your application. And let me know if you have any question.